Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Today we are looking at a pink ink from the Birmingham Pen Company, Terracotta. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you are having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today's pen will be using the Noodle Arts Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flakes nib. Okay. We have a nice pink ink. It's got a little bit of dustiness to it. Fairly well behaved. Here's our ink swatch. Water resistance test shows it does have a little bit of water resistance, but I would not feel comfortable using this on the outside of an envelope because it's such a light color. Here is our toilet paper chromatography. I see pink, and I see this beige color. Oh, you can't see. I see a beige color coming out around the outside. So that's interesting, like a brownish beige. Very nice indeed. Okay. I'm like, why does my computer sound like it's trying to take off? Because I have too many things open. I am public. Okay, good. Just making sure, because a couple times I've gone live and nobody comes to hang out with me. So I am having a little problem with the zinc. It does have a hard starting issue. Your mileage may vary with this, but I'm having a little trouble sometimes getting it to perform. Excuse me. Oh gosh, sorry about that. Oh dear, excuse me. Okay, so sometimes I do have a little trouble with it hard starting as I did just then, but once it gets going, it's fine. See, I just had another hard start right there. So something about it is kind of difficult for it to get from the nib to the feed. If you spread the tines too much, it just stops. This may require a little bit of white lightning, perhaps, or probably just like a tiny bubble of dish soap. But I don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It just maybe it's this nib. try a different nib. Standard Noodler's nib. Is it the paper? Maybe it was the paper. Alexa, stop. Okay, maybe it's just one of those inks that doesn't like to be flexed out a whole lot. See, there it goes again. Requires coaxing, constant coaxing. I don't know what else to do to it to get it to be cooperative. If you guys have difficulties with this ink, let me know. I'd be very curious to find out if anybody else is having a difficult time as I am. Curious. Okay. I know there's no nib in it, but sometimes it just stops. It's so weird. It like refuses to come out. It's so random. It like just stops. Okay. Here we have a little bit of white lightning in this jar. Fill it up a little. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a tiny drop of white lightning right there. That's all you need. Can I please have my toothpick? Okay. So I'm just going to take my toothpick, dip it into there. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to dip it into my the barrel of my pen in case I mess it up. Then I will only have gone through the barrel and not have the sample ruined or anything. Stick that in there. Hopefully that will have made it all better. Seems to be flowing. It seems much wetter now. You don't want to go crazy with the white lightning. Don't put even a whole drop, just a microliter of a drop, or even a deciliter of a drop, because you don't want it to get too wet. Let's see. It's still railroading. I don't know, I just seem to be having a difficult time with this ink. Now it seems to be fixed. See, sometimes just a little bit of maybe dipping the nib of your pen in some white lightning and then turning it upside down, turning it nib up so it doesn't contaminate the hole, and then make sure that you don't dip it back into your bottle or your vial or bottle, because you will likely ruin the bottle. Just trust me. I ruined a whole bottle of Monteverde key lime pie, and I forced myself to use that bottle. I put in my brush pen so that way I could use it up quickly. And there's still no one here. Where is everyone? Okay, let's share this with our friends so they can come and hang out with us too. Maybe some of them will decide to come and hang out with us. I don't know what's going on with YouTube lately. It's not telling people when I'm live. People aren't coming in anymore. It's very sad. Reddit finally pulled its finger out. Thank goodness. And there we go. Everything is all shared out now. That's nice. Okay, let's do some paper review. I understand. We're all busy. We're all just living lives. Okay. Let's do some paper review, shall we? This is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. There's a little bit of feathering, bleeding, and ghosting. Lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, a little bit of ghosting. Now, I want to point out that just because someone says that the ink isn't flowing well, doesn't mean that you should automatically go and put some white lightning in your sample. Everyone lives in different places in the world, and different places in the world have different effects on your ink. If you live at a higher elevation, it might flow better. If you live at a lower elevation, it might flow better. If you live in a more humid environment, it might change the way the ink flows. So it just really depends on where you live. I just wanted to point that out before everyone goes and starts putting white lightning in their bottles of Terracotta. So, just putting it out there. I live in Southern California. I don't know what my elevation is. How do I find out my elevation? Take a barometer and measure actual pressure here. Okay, I don't have time for that. But let's just say that I'm over 100 feet from sea level. I think I'm over 100 feet from sea level. All right, this is Moleskine 70 GSM, feather like a chicken, bled to the page. Field Notes Journal, feather like a chicken, bled to the page. Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM, feather like a chicken, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Holt Pens 120 GSM, a little bit of feathering, bleeding and ghosting. Gosh. Now I should also say that before I did anything to the ink, I did the review first. I didn't change anything about the flow or the viscosity of the ink. I didn't add any water. I didn't do nothing to it before I did before I did the review. Idea notebook. A little bit of feathering, bleeding, and ghosting. And mine were done with a flex nib. Yours might not be a flex nib. Yours might act completely normal on this type of paper. So just take everything here with a grain of salt. Tomoe River 68 GSM. Very nice. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Midori MD paper. Beautiful. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Alright, Eco Jot. A little bit of feathering, bleeding, and ghosting. Office Depot, Office Max. A little bit of feathering, bleeding, and ghosting. Cosmo Airlight 75 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. The Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Beautiful shading. No, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Maromon, Namasane, 80 GSM dot grid. Feather like a chicken, bled to the page. Oxford, black and red, Oxford optic paper. A little bit of feathering, bleeding, and ghosting. Ayush, 100 GSM paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Handles Company, all over the world. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. Clairefontaine, 90 GSM. Feathered like a chicken, bleeding and ghosting. Exceed, 100 GSM, heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. A little bit of feathering, bled to the page. This is not a very cooperative egg whatsoever. Archer and Olive, 160 GSM notebook paper. A little bit of seepage, a little bit of ghosting. New Eco. Feather like a chicken, bleeding and ghosting. Pen & Gear Poly composition book from Walmart.com. Feather like a chicken, a little bit of ghosting, a little bit of bleeding. Up and Up Wide Rolled composition book from Target.com. A little bit of feathering, bled to the page. True Red composition book from Target, Staples.com. Don't notice the green splotch. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. Apica number 15, notebook paper, 81.4 GSM. Feathered like a chicken. Oops. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Milky Color drawing paper from Daiso. No feathering. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. And then Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tomaway River. Beautiful shading. A little bit of ghosting, heavy ghosting. View Corona 52 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering. A little bit of ghosting. Pelican Hub notebook paper. Don't notice this T. There was a little bit of feathering and a little bit of ghosting. Smoky colored drawing paper from Daiso. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. CVS Caliber notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Mead 5-star notebook paper. Feather like a chicken, bled to the page. Pen & Gear heavyweight notebook paper from Walmart.com. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Feather like a chicken, bled to the page. JNB copper plate graph pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. A little bit of feathering, bled to the page. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. A little bit of feathering, bled to the page. Rhodia dot pad 80 GSM. Tiniest bit of feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. And just for giggles, Vintage Mead Feather like a chicken, bled to the page. Okay. That was ridiculous. I can't stand when inks bleed that badly. There's just, oh, drives me crazy. Ow, stupid leg. Get out of my way. Busy. Okay. Since this is a pink ink, okay, let's do some comparison panel. Okay, this is Birmingham Terracotta next to Birmingham Blossomed Lotus. See if any of these match. Montegrappa Bordeaux is getting there a little bit, maybe. No. Oh, no. Ooh, Diamond Cashmere Rose is kind of close to my eye. Okay, this Yozakura is getting kind of close. Canning Klein is getting kind of close. Burgundy is getting kind of close. Alpha Boo is getting kind of close. Apple Blossom is getting kind of close. Oh, now we're in another ballpark. Birmingham Conch Shell is getting kind of close. Hana Akana is getting kind of close. Ooh, this Shell Pink is getting kind of close. Okay, to Anton, no. Flowers on the Way is getting kind of close. That's it. Well, what did you guys think about today's ink? You guys think your thoughts about getting this ink? Do you have this ink? Let me know what you guys think about this ink in the comment section below. That's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Check out the links in the doobly-doo for discounts. And I will be back very soon with another video. So, take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.